What do you make of this whole SNP relationship with North Sea oil and gas? They used to say it was Scotland's oil, and if that was recognised, Scotland wouldn't need money from the rest of the UK. Scotland would be wealthier than England. And yet in recent months, particularly since they've been in coalition with the Greens at Holyrood, or at least they've got an arrangement with the Greens to keep their working majority in the Scottish Parliament, they've become a lot more sceptical of the North Sea oil and gas industry. Yet I know you guys in the Tories, you're trying to get Boris Johnson to say unequivocally that he's a huge fan of North Sea oil and gas, and he won't.
Well, Liam, there's over 100,000 jobs in Scotland dependent upon the oil and gas sector. So it's really important. And even, everybody accepts after COP, we've all got obligations to make a transition towards net zero. But we can't just turn the taps off overnight, because we're all going to need oil and gas for years, if not decades to come, as part of that transition. And at the moment, the UK is already an importer of gas. So if we shut down the North Sea oil industry, all we're going to do is import more oil and gas from Russia and from other countries where it's probably produced to much poorer environmental standards than we have here. And we'll be exporting these jobs to other countries, but doing nothing to help the environment. I think the SNP's position on this is an extraordinary change of direction. If you think back to 2014 and the independence referendum just 7 years ago, the entire economic prospectus for an independent Scotland was based on there being oil being pumped out of the North Sea worth over $100 a barrel for many decades to come. And in the space of 7 years, that has been entirely torn up. And we've now, of course, no idea what the economic perspectives for an independent Scotland would be, because the SNP, despite wanting another referendum, haven't told us what that is, but have totally changed their tune and at the same time are abandoning all these 100,000 workers in Scotland whose livelihoods depend upon the oil and gas sector.